Today, I am thinking about life. It's not the first time that I'm thinking about life. Uh, it's one of those times when something just catches your attention and you feel like going deep rather than just touching the surface and making a judgment. So, while thinking about how it is, I thought about different perspectives of what really life is. And there's not really any easy way to find this out. But what you can do is you can learn more about it by knowing what life is, or was, or is going to be for many different people at many different levels. And by levels, I don't mean any status levels, I don't mean any racial dominance, I don't mean any demographic components. No. By that I mean people at different level of understanding, people at different levels of times that they existed before us, and so on. Thinking about that, I realize, what was life for Einstein? Well, life for Einstein was just a short period where he could do something for the rest of the humanity. But what is life for a domestic farmer who's just working on his farm? Well, for him, it is just another season to grow good crops. At the same time, life for a kid is just to enjoy, and they don't even get tired out of enjoyment. Life for a driver is to just cope up with the driving, say to himself, it's okay if I have the whole back pain, if I have this whole headache, if I cannot really focus my vision anymore because I have seen so much on the road today. For him, life is just going through that day. What I realize is, for some, life is going through the day, simple. And for some, life is much more than that. I mean, look at Elon Musk. For him, life is much more than himself. Life is much more than his family and his short-term goals even. I'm not talking about how rich he is, how successful he is. I'm talking about what he thinks. He is thinking of helping the humanity, and he's just not thinking. He's even doing something about that. And we have a lot of people like that. We have parents for whom life is to have their kids have that good life and have all those things that they had, also have all those things that they could not have. But we also have parents who wants their kids to evolve, to grow into those people who can help the whole humanity, rather than just taking care of their old parents by not sending them to the old house. Well, I cannot say that I would reach any conclusions. I'm not even trying to reach any conclusions. But along the way, there are these certain judgments that you can make, educated, of course. And out of those judgments, what I can say is that we really cannot really judge what life is, because it is different for everyone. And we cannot even say whose life's better. Anybody's life could be better according to them. And if not according to them, it could be better according to somebody else. That's the magic. So what I believe is that we really need to dissolve all these differences that we have, all the judgments that we have, all the uneducated approaches that we take while looking at people. We really need to, get promoted to the next level of understanding, and not really judge anyone, because anybody is good and anybody could be bad. It's the way you look at it. I don't think life is as small that we should let our minute knowledge to decide, or to put that life in a cage, and to put that in a definition. It is beyond that. There is no definition to life. You can define life in many ways. Do you think breathing is life? Well, I say making money is life. Do you think making money or getting prosperous is life? No, I think going to bed at night and sleeping in peace is life. you think religion is life. Well, I think that being a good human is life. There's many ways you can do it. I'm really also inspired, and I'm really thankful to all those poets that talks about life, and they use life in a really good poetic way. What I like about them is that I know they use it for poetic purposes, just to make their words rhyme, their phrases float, and everything. But what I like about them is that just them using these words in different things that we used to, it gives you a different perspective. Oh, life can be that. Sometimes the poet says, oh, when she looked at me, it put life in me. How can somebody put life in you, right? But no, yeah. Well, how can somebody not put life in you? So this is the way we have to approach it. I think there's no absolutes. I think there is no fixed. I think there is no hard and fast rules, no strict definitions. No, I think life is life, and it is as lively as you can think of it. It is more than what we can imagine.